Hi, and welcome back to It's Okay
To Be Wrong,
a podcast with KB and Tanner Cunningham. Well, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. It's a lovely week. Some would say the love week. Some would say
Right,
Valentine's
the
Day
week of
is
love.
coming. It's also a
It
full
is.
moon day. We have a full moon in Leo.
And this pod is ran off of water and Rhode Skin
No, literally, drink your water. Don't be a thirsty bitch.
and hydrate. Yeah.
Don't hate hydrate. No, I'm saying that because I'm having to coach myself up to hydrate. I used to be so good at drinking water. I'm not anymore. It's not like my number one thing. I have to be like really cognizant about it. I like set timers, but it's just not. Water's just not been my winter vibes, and it's what my winter body wants. My winter body's like, give us water.
Yeah. Well, something that I will say you used to do better at, I feel like, was getting in at least a liter of water, like not first thing in the morning, but like
Before I
pretty
drank
soon
my
after
coffee.
you've woken up. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to drink a liter before I drank my coffee in the morning, and that's something we should bring back.
Yeah. No, I
And
agree.
we're also keeping our lips hydrated with Rhode. This is not sponsored, but
want
wow,
it to be
it will be one day.
salted caramel,
Manifest that
peptide,
shit.
something.
Literally, no. The salted caramel
Yeah.
peptide. Talk about it.
It's so good. It's like KB. The first time she put it on, she described it as dessert. And
No, it's so
accurate.
good.
It also, this is like a very obscure reference, but do you remember Bath and Body Works back in the day had a Jessica Simpson like line? I
Yes.
was obsessed with Jessica Simpson, clearly. So like my mom, whenever she would take me into Bath and Body Works, we'd be shopping. I'd be like, I gotta go see my girl. What's she up to?
Yeah.
So like I'd be checking out her lip stuff, and like she had a flavor that was very similar. My mom had it. I think it was called like creme brulee or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was good, and this shit is good.
She had a beauty line called Dessert.
Okay,
I
see?
remember it.
See?
I was like, I think it was called Dessert, so I literally Googled Jessica Simpson Dessert.
Yes.
As
Was
you were
it through
talking.
Bath and Body?
I don't know.
Or
if
maybe it was
through
just
Bath and
her
Body.
own
They
shit.
sold it there. It's now defunct, but she had a body spray, and it was edible. Like
Yes.
that's the thing. It was like all like fun, kissable, edible. Like
Yeah. And that gives me this vibe because it's just that good. You want to lick it off your lips.
no, it's so good. And the influencers, I've seen influencers talk about it, and they're like, I had Rhode Beauty for dessert today. It was delicious, and I was like,
Tea.
you skinny bitches. And then I had it, and I was like, I had Rhode Beauty for dessert today. It was
Skinny bitch.
delicious. So I get it. Okay, it's okay to be wrong. The girls who get it, and the girls who don't.
Don't. Yeah.
Yes. So happy Valentine's Day week. Now,
Happy
do we
love.
like? I'm gonna be honest with the people.
Please, let's always lead with honesty.
Like we do celebrate Valentine's Day,
yeah.
but I really believe Valentine's Day should always be the mood. It should always be the vibe. And like you sprinkle that throughout your life. So what I do say, like we celebrate Valentine's Day, like we like to make each other's cards. We like to do something special and create a memory together. So this year we went and got a facial. That was
Amazing.
fabulous. We got a facial at Opulent Skin Spa with Elle. She was amazing. Go see
Incredible.
Elle.
Yeah.
But I don't really care about gifts other than that. Like I want to do something with you. I like to make a card. I like something sweet to be written. That's about it.
Totally.
What about you?
Yeah, no.
Because I don't buy you gifts, so well, I hope you don't want them.
No, I don't. It is really all about like quality time, or like we'll have like an amazing like charcuterie board, or like we'll make it ourselves, or like sometimes we'll go out to dinner. But like going out to dinner on Valentine's Day, why do that? Like it's like one of the busiest times, and it's going to be on a Friday this year, so like fuck off finding a reservation. Like good luck.
No, literally, I think Valentine's reservations are like right now for this week. If you're gonna do it, we obviously are staying at home. I might order a Valentine's Day pizza from Papa John's. Like that looked delicious. I know that's not your idea of a good Valentine's Day, but it's mine.
From Papa John's?
Yeah,
Mm.
a heart-shaped pizza.
Is it thin crust?
No.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah, I know, but one time you liked the regular, so I didn't know.
Yeah. I remember one time KB ordered a pizza from there without sauce. I was so pissed.
I was not okay. It said like it was like I thought I ordered a pepperoni pizza with like regular sauce, just like everything else, sauceless.
And it just came with cheese. I'm like,
It was just cheese and like
Bread.
pepperoni.
yeah, cheese
It was
bread and
not
pepperoni.
great.
There was nothing to lubricate.
I was like so upset. I was
Yeah.
like, they messed this up. They screwed up. I'm gonna call and cause a scene. Like I'm gonna get my pizza very sent to me. No, not at all. I messed it up. I was going and like reading it, and I was like,
it's okay.
I was like, Tanner, you know how I was gonna call them? I can't because this is a user error, and I indeed am the user. And I usually find that to be the case. Like if I get upset about something, I give myself 15 minutes to reflect. And I'm like, this was a user error.
That's good. Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
do that too because like I burn so hot initially and then I'm like, oh wait, that was actually me that did that.
That's that big Leo energy, baby.
No, that makes sense.
No, Leo's burn hot. We're burning an orange candle right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so Valentine's Day dates, like, it's not really my vibe. Like, I want to go get like a bottle of like champagne or something.
Right.
I want to make like something cute. We already made cards for each other, so we don't want to do that. And like,
I
I really
agree.
want to like binge watch our TV that we watch. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to have like a little bottle of something. I want to chill, have a little fun time. I don't want to watch TV. Like, that's all I want to do.
No, I agree. I love that.
Yeah. I'm
We're
like,
pretty low key that way.
we're so low key. Well, and here's the thing, like people think we go out and do things all the time, which we do. And like I'm such a homebody, like such a little introvert once I'm at home. Like when I'm out, I'm out. And when I'm in, I'm in. I'm in my robe right now. Like I'm literally in my little fuzzy robe.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
Having a great time.
Yeah. So speaking of things to watch on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
It's rom-com season and I would like I don't want to go into them long because they're old.
Okay.
But I just want to like give the people a
Like
few
your
recommendations to like look at if you haven't watched it before because they're all older ones.
Are these like your favorites then?
I would say they're in like my top 10.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Obviously, Pretty Woman.
Sure. Julia Roberts.
Julia
like,
Roberts.
Curly
No,
hair.
that's why I love the movie. I'm like, I watched the movie because it reminds me of myself and like who I wanted to be. A hooker on Sunset.
Literally.
No, I'm kidding. The story reminds me of Fancy by Reba, which is why I also love it.
Of course.
And then her hair in that movie is amazing. And then I love it when she like took down the classist system and said like big mistake, huge.
Huge.
Yeah. So like great movie for me.
Okay.
Love it. Okay. The next one, She's the Man. Amanda Bynes, Channing Tatum. I feel like you had to watch this one. Yeah.
Okay. I
It's a
remember the
rom-com.
cover being
It's
like
funny.
soccer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I probably saw it, but no recollection.
Okay,
Men in
it's-
Black myself.
Oh, it's so good. You didn't need to Men in Black yourself from this one. Amanda Bynes was at her peak. And what I just have to say is like justice for Amanda Bynes. Like we don't know what happened there, but like I just love
Yeah,
Amanda
I see her
Bynes.
doing like beauty work now, and I love that for her. So,
No, me too. I
cool.
just feel like child stars don't get enough love. So there we are. Another one that I love,
yeah.
When Harry Met Sally.
Now this one we actually
about it.
watched on the way back from Maui,
Mm-hmm.
and it was such a classic, great movie. Like if you've not seen it, this is the one that I can attest to and say absolutely Tanner seal of approval. Boom.
And this is what I would say. Like, this would be one I'd watch for Valentine's Day. It's long enough. You could take a little nap in it if you want. You can watch it all the way through. I say watch it all the way through. But a great Valentine's Day movie. And they just had like their reprise of the like commercial where they're like eating for the Super Bowl.
Right.
And like it was Meg Ryan, obviously the same actor. I can't remember his name at this moment. And Alix Earle was in it at the end. It was just like
That Alix Earle has gotten so many commercial deals. I saw her in one with she's trying to be like the new Paris Hilton ex
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, with the
Carl's
Jr. commercial.
I know. I turned and I said, "Oh, is this not Kimberly Noel?" I forgot about Paris doing it.
Yeah, and then I saw her with Noah Beck, and I think he was like the Hulk or something. He was green.
Well, and
what?
she knows she's an investor, like part owner of Poppi,
Oh, I have
the vending
that's
machine,
coming
and the
later.
drama.
That's
So
coming.
I was like,
Okay.
yeah,
It all comes
Alix
back
Earle's
to
all in
Alix
it.
Earle.
But her parents are very influential and wealthy, and yada yada yada. That's how she's in this position that she's in. Is that property, power, and prestige? If you look up that.
No, that actually makes a lot of sense because like
Alix Earle's parents. I'll pull it up real quick. Her
she's
stepmom
a pretty girl, right? I don't mean this any type of way, but she's like also very like common. Like I'm not like wowed by anything about her. Like I'm just like, oh, she's a pretty girl, and like that's amazing. So that makes a lot of sense that she already had these connections because I'm like, okay, she must just be like really authentic or like people really connect with her. She has like that it factor, and she probably does, but. You know, the
No,
power
she
and
definitely-
prestige definitely helps.
Yeah, power and prestige definitely helps, and having an ick factor helps. But like, you know, it helps.
Like,
It
she
helps to
looks
be
like
pretty and blonde. But
A normal girl from like a town, like I'm, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
she
she's
looks
not.
like a yeah. Oh, and her stepmom is in the films.
Sex films?
Yeah,
Her mom's a porn star?
her stepmom.
Oh, okay, bet.
Her stepmom, and like she's known throughout the
Adult entertainment industry.
yeah, but she was part of the Elliot Spritzer prostitution scandal that led from his resignation from the governor of New York.
Okay.
So Alix Earle, like sex is in her.
DNA.
She's stepmom, but yeah, it's all the same.
Yeah, totally.
Like it's just like once they live in your house, like the genes just start to like.
Infiltrate.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
that's not true. But
It
obviously,
is to
it's
me.
okay to be wrong. We say that Tanner's adopted. We can
Yeah.
say what we want.
Period.
Yeah. So like I'm just saying like it's all in the family. There's lots of money. There's lots of scandal. So I would say she was built for this.
So definitely. To circle back, was that your last rom-com or did you have others?
You know what?
recommend?
That's enough. Let's end the rom-coms there. The only
Okay.
other one was like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, which like who just doesn't love Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson when they play bullshit.
That is funny. I do know that one too.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that movie. I think it's sweet. I think it's in the
zeitgeist.
and I love it when they do films together again because then they did a film together, Fool's Gold, a few years later. Like they have great on-screen chemistry.
Totally.
Yeah. So that's all my take on that. But we've been talking about Valentine's Day and all this for a few minutes and all these other side tangents. Do you want to tell the people where you've been?
Right. Okay. So we have been in Los Angeles last week. We did some pre-records, so we didn't leave you guys high and dry. And it was an amazing trip. We stayed where we stayed previously at this really sweet Airbnb in the Atwater Village. It's like an oasis. It's so green, so lush. They have like a hammock, a fire pit. It's just like all you could ever really hope for.
Yeah, and like it's like a converted garage. Like it's big enough but small enough, and for me it's so helpful to my mental health. Like transparent moment. I really struggled back in August when I was staying in hotels a lot. Like I was struggling.
Yeah.
And because we stayed in hotels a lot this summer, and just like it was a little too much concrete for me. I am a nature girl. I know that about myself now. I get outside every morning and walk. I like enjoy seeing the greenery. I enjoy touching grass.
Touch grass. Yeah.
And so like having a space like that is it's so sweet and sweet to my soul.
Totally.
We didn't go out that much because it was raining.
Right. The rain,
which is totally my vibe. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah, the rain kind of did like put a damper on things, but they needed it because obviously the wildfires. So we were really thankful that they got that relief, and like it did help with some of the smoke. Like whenever we got there, it was still very like bad from that.
Mm-hmm.
And so once we left, though, it looked a lot clearer. So that was good. But yes, we only went out one night because there was only one night that we were there that it didn't rain.
Yeah, and I don't hate that. We went to some place. They had like a delicious burger. We sat next to some like producer people that just got done talking about the Grammys.
A spider movie, I think. It was
Spider-Man.
so Hollywood, like it. Yeah, it was. It was all you could really hope for.
They're like, "Do you like your burgers?" And we were like, "Yeah, it's everything here is good." Like we just said that,
that
and they were like,
table.
"Oh, do you come here all the time?" And I'm like, no, I was like, just get the burger.
Yeah, there were two tables. So that table was the table full of like music producers and stuff that had just been at the Grammys that asked us about the burger. Then the table behind us was full of like movie producers and stuff, and they were talking about a Spider movie. I don't know if it's Spider-Man or like some low budget comedy about Spider-Man, but you know, we were around the folks.
We were around the folks having the conversations, and you know what? It's fun to be amongst folks having conversations, mainly because like we talk to each other a lot, but like because we've known each other so long, I can look at you and you know what I'm saying through like a quick signal.
Totally.
And like we live listening to other people's conversations and then like recapping it on the way home and like talking about it. Like I love listening to other people's conversations. Like being an observer is one of my favorite things to do. Like if I'm gonna be out in public, I'd rather be in the back, like just watching and seeing what's going down. Now I'm supposed to be more up front, like a lot of times, like it's what I have to do in my job and what we do, like just because it's so natural for us, but like I love chilling in the back.
Yeah, and one of our other favorite pastimes whenever we're out is actually that we'll like create stories for people. Like in our heads, like we'll be like, okay, so what's the story behind us, this couple? Is it their first date? Is it their third? And we'll just like riff and like make up funny stories about them. And that's so much fun.
No, it's so much fun. And like you look at like their cues and you're like, oh, do they have rings on? Like how's their body language? How did they arrive here? What are they talking about? Does it seem like very run of the mill and normal? Does it feel like really intense? Does it feel like there's hesitation in the conversation? Like it's so fun. I highly recommend it.
We're always observing, always creating storylines and narratives for people. It's so much fun.
No, I'm like, let's be reality TV producers.
Honestly, we would be excellent.
No, I don't ever want to. Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't want to be in front of the camera all the time. Like I like being behind the scenes and like watching the magic play out.
Yeah.
I love scheming. Mastermind.
Yeah.
Kind of like, well, speaking of the mastermind herself, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Allison Swift. What about her?
Well, let's just do like a quick recap of the Super Bowl, I guess.
Sure, because that
everybody talks about the Super Bowl. Like, I don't need to talk about it too much because everybody else has. But
well, I think we have to start off by saying it's okay to be wrong. Because
it's okay to be wrong.
On our pod, we did predict that the Chiefs would win because we thought the NFL is rigged, still do, allegedly, and they did not win, so we were wrong.
No, we were very wrong. The Chiefs didn't even score to the second half of the game. It was embarrassing. And like, Travi didn't win the big game.
One step closer to Purdy being my last name.
No, literally. I love that AI song.
No.
But she looked great. She was just in these white jeans and white jean shorts and a white tank. I thought it was like very.
And a man jacket.
And a man
Please do not
jacket.
forget.
I love the thigh high boots. I was like, that's my
Travis
favorite
was in a
part.
woman's outfit.
Yes, it
No
was by.
disrespect to that.
No,
Like, I
no,
love
no.
that.
No, yeah, it was technically a women's outfit.
Right.
I think they are selling it as gender fluid. It's by the brand Amiri, I think, Amiri. And he had a gold rose also on there from Amiri. They're doing like this gold rose collection, and it was a very interesting outfit. Like
I thought it was embarrassing that he had to leave the field in that sparkly outfit after you played like shit, Travis. I would have had a change of clothes. Like I would have came out in anything other than that because that's like a winner's outfit. Babe, you lost. You need to just put on your outfit, your little like a little tank or something, and just walk out with your head held low.
I wonder if that was a brand deal though. Like
For sure, because he came in with a soda can or something. Like he's constantly
accelerator. Yeah, he's always doing it. He's always showing off. Like if you saw the product placement, like in watching reality TV shows when they have certain things blurred versus when they have things very available for you on camera. Like they're just so amazed to just like look out and be like, oh, who's paying for this? Who is paying for this?
Yeah.
And so yes,
It's all part of media literacy.
Yeah, let me say, look it up.
Look it up.
Look it up. But yeah, so that was fine. Good Eagles won. Go Eagles. We have family in Philadelphia.
That's who I was low-key rooting for.
Yeah, I thought the Chiefs would win, but I wanted the Eagles to win.
Exactly.
Now let's do a little bit of conversation on the best part of my evening, the halftime show.
Yeah, no, I agree. I know there was a lot of controversy around this, and if you didn't like it, it's okay to be wrong.
It's okay to be wrong, and like if you most of the people that are saying they didn't like it, and like they're giving these like whack points, are the same people that who the message was meant for and went over their head. Like it's so meta. Like Kendrick is just proving so many points, but I think you have something you want to talk about.
I want to talk about my favorite part of the performance, the jeans.
Okay.
The way the jeans took over my For You page on TikTok the next day, like it's all I saw. Like the You're Cute jeans from the Kardashians, like being clipped and stitched with Kendrick Lamar performing. And we come to find out they're like $1,300 Celine jeans that he wore. And they were a women's size 29, yet his waist is a size 33. So my question to Mr. Lamar is, how'd you get all that ass into them jeans?
That's what I was thinking. Zing, girl, how'd you get all that ass in them jeans? Literally.
That's, yeah, what I need to know.
Well, you told me something interesting is that they were originally pulled for Timothée.
For Timothée Chalamet, yes, because they actually share a designer. His name is Taylor McNeil, and so that makes sense because I saw like
a
Kendrick.
stylist?
He is a stylist,
Okay.
Taylor McNeil, and he styles both Kendrick and Timothée.
Cool.
And so I think that's maybe how they have a connection too, because I saw Timothée and Kendrick like doing press for the Super Bowl together too.
They looked so adorable, like two gals gal palling around. Like they looked like girlies kicking their feet up, like having fun in the car. Like
Yeah, it was sweet.
no, I love it. I love seeing people out there having fun in the midst of like everything going on in the world. Like it's fun to have fun media. I'm really happy about his Celine jeans.
I think they would have fit Timothy differently, which I'm excited. Hopefully he'll like get to repurpose them, and maybe Timothy will wear them next time.
Timothy might wear them next time, but like you notice how I can't say Timothy.
I know. I'm like, I keep fucking up his name.
Well, sorry, Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, Timothy. We know what's his name.
Timothy
Chalamet. We know how to say it, but we just prefer Timothée.
I feel like Kylie says it that way. Come here, Timothée.
Yeah, it's like very sweet and endearing. We mean it with love.
No,
obviously.
literally. No. What I'm thinking about though is when I borrow people's jeans when they like fit me, but this ass is so fat that like they get the jeans back and like the ass is stretched out, and I was like,
Sisterhood of the Traveling Jeans.
no, Kendrick fills them out, so I'm just like they might be a little stretched, and
Right.
that's okay.
We might have to dry them.
Who hasn't
hot.
stretched out their jeans before? Okay, I've been in jeans that didn't fit me. We
Dry
all
'em
saw
hot.
it.
Dry them hot.
Dry 'em hot. When they get big, dry 'em hot. I have a pair of jeans that I won't quit wearing even though they're 2 sizes too big for me. And I just keep telling Tanner, put them on hot. Put
Do
them
you
on
just
hot
feel
for
like
60
they're-
minutes.
Do you feel like they're just like comforting to you? Why do you like keep grabbing them? Because you do have jeans now that fit better. So
I think it's the relaxed style of them. I do have jeans that fit better, but like I don't have I've been grabbing. Well, the newer pair that I have was like in the wash when I've like needed them.
Fair.
Like I spilled chocolate muffins on them.
Don't even bring that up to me right now. That'll piss me off.
And then, yeah, I like them. They're a nice, relaxed pair. They are a comfort jean, but also I'm like, just dry them hot. I'll keep wearing them. Like, and I like a baggy jean, and I haven't been able to truly style a baggy jean in a while, and I've been able to now with just like what my body's doing. And so like, I'm not saying you can't do that at any size. I'm saying I didn't like it on me, and I'm enjoying them.
Okay. No, I love that. I just didn't know if they like felt, because like I have certain things that I grab all the time. Like this sweatshirt I'm in, it's like my comfort sweatshirt. It's all I want to wear. It's what I want to be in. So like I didn't know if you felt that way about those jeans.
I don't feel that way about those jeans, but I do feel that way about like my Airstore sweatshirt that like I have to put away because if not, I wear it
every day
on consecutive days.
Yeah.
It's bad.
No, I understand. So yeah, my favorite part of the Super Bowl was definitely the jeans that Kendrick was rocking. $1,300 Celine jeans, gorgeous, flare. They're back. And you actually told me an interesting point.
Oh, the jeans are actually a part of the resistance.
Yeah, of course, Kendrick.
Of course, Kendrick knows. Kendrick's so meta. Like, I don't even understand the full point of the halftime performance, and I think that's okay. I think that's for us to like completely to like continue to do the work and continue to look up things and like learn. But what I did see like in TikToks is about like how bell bottoms back in like the 60s and 70s were like one of the first signs of resistance, and that makes sense because fashion is political. Everything's political, and like. It's hard for me to even do this podcast and like not be political sometimes because like I am at the end of the day like a sociologist. I believe like the social forces have impact on our private lives, and I think it's everywhere. So bell bottoms are actually a part of the resistance, and they were really first like worn a lot by like African Americans who typically do the culture. Like Black African American people usually set the culture. Minority groups typically do. They break apart. They set something cool. And so like the bell bottoms originally were a part of the resistance, and like it was even like signaling back and paying homage to like folks who like stood up with power before.
No, that's amazing.
Like think about like the 70s, like Black Panther movement, all of the pieces. Yeah,
absolutely.
60s, like people just like fighting for basic human rights. Yeah.
I love that. Thank you for sharing.
Of course.
Now, something we did forget, I just saw it in the notes, so I feel a little flustered, but the Valentine's Day hot take. So we wanted to mention to you all, like, some of, like, our previous flubs and fails on Valentine's Day dates, not with each other.
No, not with each other. We're chill.
Yeah, like we already said, like, we're just going to be, like, chilling,
we already made cards for each other.
Yeah.
You can go look at them on Instagram at _CunninghamGram. Cunningham _Gram. Whatever.
You know. It's linked in the show notes if you can't find it. And so we wanted to share with you all some of like our previous like whenever dating history Valentine's Day fails. Now I have a couple that like quickly come to my mind. Do you have any? Because if not, I can like share first.
He's asking if I have any because I'm a chronically single bitch. But
no, that's true.
Yes, actually one of them like kind of involves like one of the stories we told on the last pod, but yes, I'm like typically single for Valentine's Day, like, so I would love to like self-pity and self-loathe. Don't do that. That's embarrassing. Like, don't do that. Like, you're better than that. And like people love you, and this is a commercialized holiday. But
true facts.
Yeah, one time I was like, it was back like 5 years ago, I don't know, sometime around then, and I was like dating this person, the person I was dating like before we like got together, and this person was supposed to come over. They sent me some like whack $5 flowers on like Instacart, and then they're like, sorry, I'm not gonna make it for our date.
Probably because he had another date.
I'm guessing so.
No, for sure. I'm like, hello? Okay.
No, literally. Why didn't I think of that?
I don't know, but that's what I wanted to tell you. I wanted to shake you and say, he's dating someone else. Hello, that's why he's not coming to you, babe. He sent you $5 flowers and then was like, okay, I'm going on a real Valentine's Day date.
No, literally. Didn't even think about that till now.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
No, I'm a dum-dum. Literally.
You're not dumb, but you just like believe the best in people. And like,
I really believe the best in people.
He was so manipulative and like he
gaslighty.
It had
like
many other
problems.
So many excuses, like a child, and like things that he would bring into it, and like So yes, it was nuts my guts.
No, it was nuts my guts. I was oblivious to that till now. I'm like, he took another bitch on a date, and I literally showed up
and he gave you
his house the next day.
Dope. See.
Literally, what? Don't be a desperado. That's what I have to say. You're better than that. Know your self-worth. And at that time, I had really low self-worth.
Yeah.
I was going through a lot. And honestly, I needed therapy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm really glad I'm not in that place anymore.
True facts.
But it was embarrassing. And we all have those times in our life? Literally.
For sure.
Like, we all have those times in our life. And I'm telling you, like, I have this beautiful husband now.
That's me. Hi.
But we've all kissed a bunch of frogs. Okay.
Totally.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay out there, my friends.
Speaking of some frogs, now some of my Valentine's Day fails.
Tell me more.
I remember one time with this one girl. We had kind of just started dating. She was really annoying to me, you guys. She had a dog that would piss and poop in the house, and like something about me, that's never gonna fly. Never. Ever gonna fly. And so like once I went to her house once, because she lived kind of far away, I was like, I noted the dog pissing pooping in the house, and I was like, fuck no. And so
Tanner texted me about it. He was like, do you know this girl lets her dog pee in the house? I was like, that's crazy. And you're like, yeah, I might break up with her. I was like, okay, noted.
okay, well, like, and
literally I was stressed because I was like, oh, what if Brooks pees in the house? And like, I'm in love with him, but he doesn't know I'm in love with him. And this is 10 years for me telling you that I'm in love with you. And like, I don't even know if I have Brooks at this point. I'm just always going to make it about me. And back to your story.
Well, no, not even to make it about you, but to paint a clearer picture too. Like, I don't come from a dog household. Like, I didn't have dogs growing up. We didn't have animals or pets. My mom always said she was allergic, which I still think is a lie.
Thus, Gemini.
And so, like, it was so weird to me that she would let the dog do that. So, anyways, she actually came to see me, and we played, like, board games and stuff. It was really lame. It was not like a fun, fresh Valentine's Day date.
No.
And so that was lame.
It wasn't giving you butterflies and
roses.
Yeah.
No. And that had more to do with me because, like, I wasn't that into her after I saw the dog poop and pee in the house. So that's on me, I will say.
10 out of 10, understand that.
Now, the other date I do remember also equally as bad because I had to make this girl, what is it called? Twice baked spaghetti or something? I don't even like spaghetti. But then it's twice baked. So
Plain
it's
Jane
dry
spaghetti.
as fuck. So I'm like choking down this dry spaghetti and we're having to watch a cartoon movie because she's a Christian. And so
I was wondering who this was for a second and you just told me who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
she's in a cult.
Well, yeah, that's true facts. She's a cult leader.
No, she's not a cult leader. She could never be that brave. She doesn't even have the courage to tell the truth about what happened in friendships or what happens to her in her own marriage.
True.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. And so that was lame AF. So
no, I was like,
none
who
of my
did you
Valentine's
make?
Day were like really hot and fresh or like.
I was like that.
Oh, you're muted. Her mic just fell and she muted herself, but she's back.
I'm back, baby. I was wondering, like, who did you make twice baked spaghetti for? That's crazy.
Dry ass spaghetti. Ew.
No, we make a bolognese now.
Saucy, honey.
Saucy. And if you want to substitute for the sauce, like if you don't want to use like white wine in your and you don't have it around, chicken broth is a really great substitute. Like FYI. What's been your favorite
red wine that you used in bolognese? But anyways, I digress. Sorry. What was my favorite?
What's been your favorite Valentine's Day? Like, do you have a favorite Valentine's Day from kids or anything, or like any favorite?
Oh, like having like a party or something?
Yeah, like my favorite part of Valentine's Day as a kid was candygrams. Candygrams.
I would make my mom send me so many candy cangrams because I'm
you used to get a shit ton, I remember.
Because I wanted to feel like very popular and very like cool. So like I didn't have friends to send me those. So I was like, Mommy, send me candy cangrams. She's like, okay, sweetie. She knew I was like a social pariah. And so she sent me like $100 worth of candy cangrams to make me feel cool and seen. So shout out.
I love that. Yeah. And my mom also sent me like multiple things. Like my mom, my grandma.
Right.
They were always down for a school fundraiser.
Yeah, no, that's sweet.
And then like every now and then you'd get some friends and every now and then you'd send them to friends. But like I think I sent them to a couple friends, but honestly, I'm mostly like so selfish. Once again, I'm like, I think I was like asking for them from friends, but also not sending them to friends. So LOL.
Not us like having candy cangrams as like middle schoolers, like we're in Mean Girls.
No, it was Mean Girls coded. And I loved it when I got my candy cangrams. And you know what? I also loved them because they were the mixed kisses usually. So like you got like, they were.
The mint ones?
No, they were like white chocolate and chocolate.
Oh, the swirls.
That's what I wanted. Yeah.
No, I agree. Those are good.
I was like, I don't know what do you call them, but they're great.
They're great.
They're
Tony the
great.
Tiger.
No.
Love is in the air. So that kind of wraps up our Valentine's Day spiel, our Love Day spiel. Obsessed. What do we have any other like fun stuff we want to talk about? Oh, Sabrina Carpenter on the cover of Vogue. I think that's really fun.
No, Sabrina looks great on the cover of Vogue. She's been doing so Sabrina is actually putting out Short and Sweet Deluxe. I think this is very much a part of like the press tour Short and Sweet Deluxe version to continue the play, but also she's just crushing it. She just won some Grammys and now she's on the cover of Vogue and I love it. It's very Madonna. It's very Marilyn. It's very all the blondes that came before me.
Yeah, to all the blondes I knew before.
Literally.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and like, a play on Taylor Swift to all the girls I knew before.
To all the boys I loved before. Isn't that a book? Is what I was going off of.
I think so, but
or
I also
movie?
think there's a Taylor Swift song.
Oh, well. Anyways, Sabrina, she looks great. She's giving us, just like classic Hollywood glamour beauty and no notes. She looks stunning.
Well, you know what?
Tell me.
To all the girls I loved before. Oh, all of the girls I loved before. It is Taylor Swift. It came from Lover. All of the girls I loved before. Interesting title by Taylor Swift, but it's a great song. And then Willie Nelson also has that song with Julio Iglesias, To All the Girls I've Loved Before.
Willie, my uncle.
Yeah, it came out in 1984. What a beautiful, beautiful tribute. So I'm just saying, like, go check those out, both of them.
Yeah, check out Uncle Willie's song first, though, because he's my fave. He's fam.
Willie's big fam. And then, Sabrina is out here making magic.
No. Do you think there's a world in which Sabrina could potentially be the halftime show for Super Bowl next year? I could see that happening. She's like doing Vogue. She won a Grammy. Like she has all these bops. So like, could it be Sabrina? No.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think it could be Sabrina. Absolutely. I think it could be Sabrina. But if they do Sabrina, they'll probably do somebody else. I mean, most of the time they do. They bring out somebody with it. But I do think Sabrina could be it. People were complaining that they want like country music back as like the Super Bowl. I don't either. I don't know.
I heard Adele talk about like she turned down the Grammys. There's several people that had like Dolly Parton. She said she didn't think she had enough hits, which is insane. I'm like, Dolly, please do it. That's the kind of country I would accept, Dolly Parton. Yeah. And then and she did the Dallas DCC thing, so I don't see why she couldn't do it next year.
Dolly? No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and then Adele said that she turned it down.
Come out with her. Sabrina's gonna be with
on the
Dolly.
Deluxe.
Yeah, she's gonna be on that. So yeah, maybe she should. Maybe she shouldn't. It's just like blondes and music. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty iconic to get to perform at the Super Bowl in any capacity. So
no, it is iconic, and they don't get paid for that.
Yeah, lame. Yeah. And I don't know. Jay-Z used to like pick it because the Rock Nation had a contract or something to choose the entertainment. So I'm like, oh.
Not so interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that, but we'll see.
We'll see.
But no, I'm excited to get our Vogue.
Our Vogue, it's coming March 2025. She was on the cover. We love her. We can't wait to get it.
She'll probably be here. Did we not get like a February Vogue?
Yeah, we did. I have a bone to pick about that actually, Anna, if you're listening. Andre Leon Talley came to me in a dream last night and he told me he's very upset with you because the Winter 25 has Angel Reese on the cover, and the cover...
It's women in sports.
It's women in sports, but the cover is the smallest cover of all the Vogues that we've received. Additionally, there's a 1/4 of an inch off of the front of it because of the ad inside on the front page, and that pissed me off.
Yeah, I'm like, we didn't do that to a lot of other Vogues. Why is it on the women in sports? It's already a super thin issue for winter, and that like features...
Andre would be upset.
No, it's just, do better.
Do better.
But we love you. Do better. Somebody else that could do better.
Who?
Kim Kardashian.
Oh.
But okay. I do need to order a new Skims bra.
Okay, yeah. We'll sandwich this.
I need to order a new Skims bra. That Skims has taken care of these girls in this ass for the last 2 years.
Yeah, no.
Don't let me fool you. But I am not a huge fan of her Fairy Butt Mother campaign. And you heard it first 2 weeks ago about the booty pads.
Yeah, I did. We did. We talked about booty pads on a couple episodes ago, but... these gimmicky products that Skims does, I'm sure that they sell, like the nipple bra, right? Like it like kind of broke the internet. It was like fun thing. Like it was sold out for a while and she brought it back. But these gimmicky kind of products, Kim, and like the way she's selling them with this ad looking like Bianca, Kanye's wife. We won't speak about him.
Well, Bianca looks like Kim.
For sure. But the short hair, it's just...
Yeah, it's interesting, but interesting and I don't know. And
Tell them what they do. Tell them about the commercial.
Well, basically, like, she comes in, this girl's like, oh, I wish I could grow my butt, but I can't. I don't want to do squats all the time, yada, yada, yada. And it's just giving this, like, persuasion that, like, this Kim's figure came from, like, enhancements
shapewear.
Of, like, shapewear.
Yeah.
Nothing about that came from shapewear. I rewatch the Kardashians all the time. I am here for you. Like, do not get this twisted. Like, I watch this all the time. I didn't even like watching the first episode that we watched the other night, but you know what? I continue to watch. Sue me. And we know that's not where your butt comes in. Yeah. We know that's not where your butt came from. They just felt just like, okay, you're selling. What are you selling me right now? We know this just doesn't feel real. Now, everybody does need a booty pad, but don't portray it to me. If somebody wants a booty pad, buy a booty pad.
Totally.
Get it from Skims if you want, but don't betray to me that that's where you got your figure from. Like, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining Judge Judy. And that's their favorite thing to do. Yeah,
it's just a gimmick. It's a sales tactic, and it's a strategy that I'm not going to fall for because I'm too media literate, Kimberly.
No, literally. And if I want my nipples out, I'll literally just wear the bra I already have because, like, there's no lining.
True.
If I want my ass look big, I'll just put on my jeans because it's big.
She got an ass.
So, yeah.
I have to know, though, what are the girlies drinking now that Poppi's canceled?
I think they're drinking Olipop because Olipop has been in every commercial.
Stop.
Every commercial that they've been like doing or like talking TikToks about it or like giving the critique on Poppi, Olipop's like, yeah, and did you know this and this? And oh, did you hear about this and this? And actually, if you do the numbers, the math is this and this. And so let me give you a little backstory. Poppi is struggling right now. Why are they struggling, you ask?
Why?
Well, because they weren't reading the room. And I think a lot of brands are really going to need to learn how to read the room over the next few years, but especially in the place we're in right now where people don't have copious amounts of money. They're having trouble paying their mortgages, right? And so, or even like finding a place to live. And Poppi decided to send out multiple vending machines.
33
vending machines worth over $25,000 to influencers' homes to show off for the Super Bowl. So it's about $25,000 plus all the Poppi, plus the influencers had to load it themselves. So that sounds horrible. Like out here working for free.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not working for free because you're getting paid on your Verndale, whatever.
Right.
But like literally they did that, then delivered, and then they're going to literally be taken away again. So like, what was that use of funds? Like, why is Poppi $3.75? It's because they're delivering $25,000 cans, and then a 30-second ad at the Super Bowl is worth $8 million. They did a 60-second ad and paid, I'm guessing, tons of influencers, or they're just Alix Earle's friends, because Alix Earle actually owns a stake in the company of Poppi. What are you thinking about all this?
Okay, well, first and foremost, I've never been a fan of Poppi. Let's just start there. Start at the top.
The bubbles hurt my bill.
They hurt my bill, but they're just so fucking expensive. Like, what? No, like,
we couldn't afford it for a long time,
literally.
okay? I was eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
I saw someone buy a 6-pack for $20 for his wife, and I was like, sir, I feel for you, because if my wife wanted this, I would just have to say no. And so, like, they were just beyond expensive, so they never came across my desk that way, because, like, yeah, we were struggling. We didn't have the funds to be buying Poppis, okay?
Right, we weren't buying soda at all. Drink the water from your filtered thing and hope your water filters in. Like, you know, like back when they like first came out, like, or not first came out, when they first came across our desk.
So people are in outrage because in this economy, Poppi spent $800,000 roughly to get these soda cans into 33 influencers' homes to get their name out there, which to me, not that upsetting, because what I found out later is that they actually came back and got the vending machine. So they're going to use them for something else. They're not just, so it's like a dual use of marketing, right?
Absolutely.
So like, I don't hate that. Like, you're getting a lot of hype, a lot of attention, like who's not talking about Poppi. So like, they did what they wanted to do, like,
which is brilliant
beyond.
It's okay to be wrong. Here I am changing my point.
It's brilliant beyond, because now they can take these machines and then put them in a public park for a few weeks and like let people.
They should put them on college campuses.
Exactly. Like, and then that's just building them more goodwill. And then you know what? After that's done for a little while, we'll take them and we'll commercialize them and get them, put them in malls, so people will actually pay for these Poppis.
No,
so
literally.
Like it's a win-win-win-win-win around for Poppi, if you ask me.
Well, and Olipop's like doing all their bidding and talking about it. Like, how do I know about it? I know it because Olipop was in the comments. So like, look at Poppi do what they needed to do.
Yeah. Pop off, Poppi.
Pop off. Pop, pop, pop.
So
pop,
yeah,
pop.
that's my take.
No, that's brilliant. I agree. It's okay to be wrong. But I think it's smart. They've obviously done something right. Now, when I first heard about Poppi, it was because like the owner was giving out like free merch. They were like, I love Poppi. And they were like, what? You know what this is? And like they were giving out merch. So I think they've always been like super client forward, which I think is smart. And like here we are, like nobody's going to remember this in 6 months and people are going to still be buying their Poppi.
Yeah. And how y'all afford it, I don't know, but let me know, please.
Poppi, I won't be asking for any because it hurts my belly and I'm sensitive. But good luck to you.
Good luck. Yeah, I don't think they'll be canceled for long. I think it's just all marketing and all good press. All press is good press.
All press is good press and it's brilliant. You know, like keep people.
Keep popping off.
Keep them on their toes.
Now, should we get into a little recap of what we watched last night?
Let's talk about it. We watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills last night. Now, I'll say this. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has been giving.
Serving.
I've been loving it. And Lisa Rinna tried to say that it was not giving. And Andy was like, I beg to differ. I actually think it's doing just fine.
While we're on the subject of Lisa Rinna, I did see not a blind, but like a blip on my radar that her and her husband are starting a podcast. Let's not talk about the husband.
That's interesting.
With Dear Media. So cool. Dear Media, call us. We're like funnier and talented, more talented.
And younger.
And hotter.
More beautiful.
Yeah.
My lips might not be
and
as
I'll talk
big,
about
but
the
I
husband.
can jack my jaws.
We can talk about the husband on our pod. How about that?
So let's see. We'll talk about the husbands. So, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Last night, we are still with Sutton's mom. And here's my take. I've never met a Reba that I didn't like. You all know that I love Reba McEntire. Like, Here's You One Chance, Fancy Don't Let Me Down. Like, I just talked about it earlier on Pretty Woman. Like, we can't deny how much I love Reba. And Sutton's mom being Reba. And you know what they have in common? They are just the same and almost have the same skinny legs.
Similar legs. Sutton's are
legs.
skinnier, though, I will say.
But it was a very endearing episode. I feel like we learned a lot about Sutton. I'm definitely going to watch it again. She unpacks a lot of her trauma. What are you thinking about?
It definitely endeared me to Sutton more. It made me understand like the way she acts and like how she's so abrupt sometimes. Like that is so Reba coded. And Reba's such a cancerous queen. She like talked about how she's like not a nurturer, even though she's a Cancer. And like I felt that too. You know, like she was just like really herself, really authentic, spoke her mind. I have no notes for Reba. I like a woman who speaks her mind.
No notes for Reba. I think her and Sutton have things to work out, but I do think it's like family relationships are so complicated and they have a lot of trauma there. And I say watch the episode. It was really good.
It was good. It was deep. It was heavy. They should have probably had a trigger warning at the beginning of the episode. They did have something at the end, but like it would have behooved them to have something at the front. So that gives you an idea of what it was like.
Yeah, I definitely think they should have a trigger warning. I agree with you right there. And actually, I think that when Sutton was even talking about like her experiences with her father and like what happened, like she was even like very blunt and abrupt about that. And like seeing how blunt and abrupt about something that's hurt her so much and like really impacted her life, I think that also shows that most of the time when she's being like really abrupt and blunt with people, like I don't even think she means it most of the time. I think that's just like how it comes off. That's Sutton's tone. It's who she is. Like even in her own experiences, she talks that way. And so I was like, okay, it just gave us so much more insight to like who she is. And I love Reba and Garcelle. I love Garcelle. Garcelle is such a good friend.
I was dead though whenever they were having the big conversation and Garcelle, Avi, and Kyle were all standing in the doorway and Sutton peers her little skinny legs right across the doorway and they all scatter like the light has just been flipped on.
And cockroaches are moving.
And they're just like running across the room. And
then Garcelle's just like, we was listening the whole time.
It's just like such a good friend. And she's like, are you okay?
Yeah, and that made me like tear up a little because like it's hard to find good friends, to have good friends in Hollywood and show business and that much money. Like they ride for each other. And I love how much Garcelle rides for Sutton.
I do too.
Like she is Garcelle. Is it Garcelle Bouvier? Is that her last name? She class act, top tier, incredible talent, and like great friend.
Great friend.
Like she's rode for Sutton so many years. And sometimes I'm like, girl, you don't need to ride for Sutton. And she stays on it. And I
Respect it.
I respect it. And even when she disagrees with her, she tells her how she feels, and she takes a step back. I feel like she has a really good head on her shoulders. She can see the forest from the trees. I think she is like the down to earth housewife that we have on Beverly Hills. So like can see it. And still has like, she's just moved into her beach house. Like she's starting to live
Malibu
the life
Barbie era.
Yeah, she's in a life that she deserves. She's worked so hard. She's had so much hardship. She's also had so much success, and like may she only have more success.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah, it was a really great episode. It's been a really good season. So if you haven't been watching, if you want something to watch, there you go.
There it is. Everybody's got their something.
Do we have anything that's coming up Southern Hospitality. I can't wait for that to come back on.
Tonight.
Yeah.
I know.
Ooh.
Summer House.
Oh, yeah. Tonight's the first episode of Summer House.
Woo! We're going to get it. I'm so thrilled. I wonder if they went and did any re-edits with the whole Paige and Craig breakup, because they've known about it for a good minute of time. So we'll see. I have no idea what will happen. Lindsay Hubbard's going to be on there, pregnant. Carl said that they got into a few spats during the thing, but it like wasn't anything big. He's like, I don't make good TV.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what? At the end of the day, you have to remember that these people are making good TV, and that's like part of the thing. Like, people are talking behind the scenes going like, you need to go address them. What are you going to do about that? Here's this. And, you know, like it's very much their reality, but also it's produced, and like that is life.
That is. I'm excited.
I'm so excited. Sierra Miller's going to be back on our screens again. We've got a double dose of Sierra.
Yeah, I'm like, she's on Traders right now, and I'm loving it.
No, that's why I'm just like, give it to me all. I'm excited to see where Kyle and Amanda are. Carl said that we're basically picking up on Summer House where we left off at the reunion fully.
Okay,
it's like
cool.
Very much like Wes did that dumb interview right at the reunion, and now like we're jumping right into it. So like,
speaking of West, allegedly he said that him and Brianna Chicken Fry were making out.
Yeah, I heard that they like hooked up or whatever that means, and they're both just like, we don't want to be together. It's just all in good fun. And you know what? I think they'd make a great match. They're equally yoked, I would say, in the entertainment department. You know, both questionable, both we don't know what like the vibe is. Like, you get the first scene and you think it's really good, and then you're like, I don't know. Like, that's my take on them. Questionable character, both of them. Questionable character. But shout out to Grace O'Malley on the Unwell Network. Good for you for getting your new brand deal and podcast show.
True.
Yeah.
Well, should we wrap it up?
I think we should wrap it up.
Happy Love Week. Let's just say we love you all. Thank you so much for listening. Anything you want to add, Angel?
If you're not following us on Instagram, go ahead and follow us on It's Okay _to_be_wrong. And you can follow me at Cunningham _Graham. If you are not listening to us or downloading us every time we drop a podcast, what are you doing? Go to Apple, Spotify, Audible, Amazon, anywhere that you get it. Go ahead and kick it. All right. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.